Hello everyone, welcome to this session with me. I'm Sanyukta Saxena, certified Zentangle teacher, and today's session is about another new Zentangle original pattern. The pattern is called Circuital. Yeah, the name and the pattern somewhat having the term circle. Yeah, actually it is inspired from cirque, which is the French for circus, but circuital involves only circle and arcs, another very simple pattern to draw, simple strokes. So in this session we'll be learning how to draw the basic pattern. Just in case you had a look on my Facebook page or Insta, I have already posted a few tiles on using this pattern. So let us get started. First learn the basic pattern, how to draw it, and then we shall again draw a tile together, just as we do in all our sessions, using this pattern that we just learned, and using some more patterns to go along with it, right? So let us first learn how to draw the basic pattern. So circuital, as I told you, starts with a circle. Yeah, simple, need not be perfect circle, just a somewhat circle, an orb. And then I am going to be drawing these arcs, the sharp edged arcs, something like some cutting device or something. Yeah, like this, probably sharp edged plant, something like the ends of the aloe vera, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, again, the beauty of this tangle comes from drawing behind actually. Yeah, so I am drawing these, and wherever I am finding place I am actually drawing behind. Yeah, so there is, I think, place for 4 only. So that is how we draw the pattern circuital. Yeah, so again I'll show you an orb, then start with these sharp edged arcs, then draw another one, draw behind, then again draw another one. If you have the spaces, then draw behind, draw another one. You can add 4, 5, any number. If you can draw behind, then please do that. Yeah, something like this. So that's the pattern circuital. Now how do we generally play around? You can add patterns inside this section, you can add patterns inside this section, and you can shade it differently. Yeah, so let me just show you a few examples. I will just fill this pattern, this section, with these simple auras. Yeah, so I have done nothing but aura the inside, done some auraing. You can add a whole lot of patterns that you know, and then the general way to shade it is to shade the ends of the circle, yeah, inside here, so that these arcs seem to be enclosing the circle. Yeah, so they kind of, so you can also add something like this so that the arcs look like they are enclosing something. Yeah, add something like this inside, just a small protrusion outside, and then you can ink it. So many things, you can add whole lot of tangles inside. I'll show you a few tiles just to give you an idea. So again you can add something like this inside, and the arcs somewhat look like enclosing your circle. Yeah, so simple pattern to draw, simple strokes, the main thing being drawing behind. So the overlap is the main feature of this pattern circuital. Yeah, so you can add this and then just blend it. So you shade it in a fashion that the arcs seem to be enclosing the circle, just like the patterns pepper, yeah, or aqua flare, the same way. Yeah, you can always highlight these arcs on one side, so they will show more. You can ink it completely. You can do whole lot of things. Yeah, I'll show you a few examples. So it's just about playing with your shading, playing with different patterns to fill up these spaces, and your tangle looks completely new. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the basic pattern circuital. So you can see in this style how I've used, right? The inside space is filled with the pattern ensemble, and then some more tangles to go along, right? This is Dragonair and a mix of, this is hybrid and betweed. Again a simple tile but a different. I've used the normal Z string here, and you can see how circuital from big to small. Yeah, again different fillings inside this. I've filled in or inked the arcs, right? So different look somewhat. Again kept the inside plain and then some dots and black ink. Yeah, again circuital. So many ways to use it. Again circuital with muka inside and some tipple to go along, and a few more tangles. Yeah, so a lot of things that you can do. What we have not tried here is play with the circ. Yeah. Let's try something new today. Yeah, so I'm not going to draw it in a circle. Instead, let us draw it inside some other shape today. What say? Yeah, so let us add 4 corners here. So I'm going to somewhat draw equidistant lines here like this and create a hexagon kind of a shape. Yeah, so if I remove these 4 corners, then I have this hexagon kind of a shape. Let me add line here also so it will be more clear. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, I think hexagon is the name for it. Yeah, so why not try a different shape and draw circuital the same arcs inside it. Yeah, I hope you can see clearly. Yeah, so now I'm going to start with the same thing, but I'm going to only draw 4. 1 2 3 4, and we'll see if we want to add more. I don't think, because I want to add something in the spaces inside also. Yeah, so 1, again some drawing behind, so 2. Yeah, and we'll see if we can draw behind here also, so 3. Yeah, and probably here we may not be able to. Yeah, we can manage that. 4. Yeah, so that's how we would draw it inside some other shape other than circle. So circle is the usual shape of the pattern circuital. Yeah, now that we have done that, we have these spaces to play around. So the best way I thought to fill up these sharp arcs is to add the pattern brace. Yeah, so brace is a nice pattern which will fit in here very nicely. So let's go with the pattern brace. So I am now dividing these arcs into sections as we do in brace. I'm using my pen here. Yeah, so just in case you want to use your O1, please go ahead. I will keep switching pens. Brace will involve a lot of filling, so I'm going to use pen here. Yeah, so let's draw this grid first for all. So take your time, go slow. Simple pattern brace adds lot of drama, and somehow I like the shape of these arcs, and I think the pattern brace will go nicely with it. Yeah, so that's why I chose it. So the third side, so I'll keep running my regular series as usual, so my non-members need not worry. Yeah, So membership is an additional feature that I introduced to my channel so that you can access special videos, special Zentangle inspired art videos, putting Zentangle on different mediums or using different mediums, right? So those special videos can be accessed by anybody if you become a member. And I particularly think some iPad users are having some problem seeing the join button on the channel. So you will have to use a desktop or a laptop or PC, right? And in case you are using your iPad, then you have to go to the browser Safari and open youtube.com, and then when you go to my channel Sanyukta Zentangle, then I think on the top left, I'm not using an iPad, so I saw a video and that's what I'm repeating to you. I think on the top left corner, after you open up my channel, you will see the big A and the small a appearing, and when you click on that, you will have to click on the see the desktop version of the website. Yeah, so desktop version of the website, and when you click on that, then you will see the join button, and you can join the membership. If I on my Android open up any of my videos, earlier videos in YouTube, then I see the join button right under the video. Yeah, and you click on that and you become a member. So I've already posted one series, that is Tangle Frames for members only, and I am working already on Zentangle and Henna, right? So I'll be posting at least 2 series in a month. So you might want to become a member, but my usual series will continue as it is. So still drawing the pattern brace. First drew the single lines and then adding double lines. Yeah, and you know the next step. We have already learned this pattern. Next step would be inking, so a lot of inking involved. Yeah, so I'll now start inking after completing this section. So whatever new series I'll be posting, it will show on the playlist. Yeah, so you can see here whatever new is coming up. Yeah, so let me start inking now. I'm going to start. So you have to ink alternate sections. Ink here, then again leave this one, ink here. So you can always use a broader pen than the PN, like an 08, to start inking. Yeah. So brace is inked alternatively. So these alternate sections I'm going to ink. And take your time in inking. Don't haste up. Enjoy the process. Again, I leave one section. I go to the next. Yeah. Yeah, so you will have to give me some time. I'll do this exercise and you can continue with me, and then we get back and continue. Yeah, so I'm almost finishing here on the last section, and you can already see the drama added by this pattern brace. Yeah, so wherever you have a lot of inking involved, it adds instantly to the look of your tile, and that is why they are called drama patterns. Yeah, so done with that. So now let us move to the next part. So the rest of the place that is left in between, let us introduce the Tangle Diva Dance. Yeah. So let us first add a fine aura. Those of you who follow me regularly, I think you know I always do that because you don't want your main tangle and the filler tangles to mingle. So started with Diva Dance Rock and Roll here. Yeah. So just in case you are new to the pattern, there are a whole lot of videos that I've already posted, about 3 or 4 sessions that I have devoted to the pattern Diva Dance. Different versions, how you can use it. Yeah. So very simple tangle, aura based, auras and this bold inking involved and nothing else, and you can see how beautiful the tangle is. Yeah, so going to extend Diva Dance to cover this space. You can add a whole lot of other patterns such as wells, such as paradox. Yeah, so there are a whole lot of tangles that will fit well here. Anything. So I felt like adding Diva Dance, so I'm adding that. So because brace is pretty geometric, so I always try and balance the nature of patterns that I use, combining geometric with organic, like that. Yeah, so too much of geometry I don't like somehow. So brace already looks pretty straight line based, so here are few curved lines to go along. Yeah, so that's Diva Dance. So I'm going to again start here. So even the pattern paradox will look pretty nice here, so just try different patterns inside like tipple, paradox. Yeah, so again starting my second. So I'm going to continue like this, fill up all the 4 spaces in the same way. You can also try using different patterns in different spaces, that's okay. So just let your creativity flow. This is just an idea. Use your own imagination. Once you learn the pattern, there are so many things that you do with it, right? So yeah, so I'll go on like this and complete the other 2 sections also. Yeah, so I am on the last section now, almost finishing drawing Diva Dance rock and roll version in the same fashion that I showed you. Entirely aura based, auras and these humps here and there. Yeah, so continuing with the same pattern, take your time. So almost done. Yeah, so done with that pattern. So now we have these 4 corners left. So up to you, there are a whole lot of patterns that you can add. You can add muka, you can add, I'm going to probably go with wells, a simple pattern. Draw the wells grid like this. Yeah, add color, ink it with a little highlight like this, and then just add auras. So we already explored all these ideas while drawing the pattern wells, how you can use the same grid in so many different ways. Yeah. So simple exercise, draw the wells grid and then just add auras to each of those lines. Yeah. So I'll do exactly the same here also, show you once more. An orb, left a highlight, ink the rest. Then again trace a part of the circle, go down clockwise. Again trace a part of the circle, go to this corner. Again trace a part of the circle, go to the third corner, right? And then just add auras, mimic the shape of these curved lines, and you are done. Yeah, simple. And the third one, third side, again the same. Yeah, so I'll do the same thing for the other two also. Yeah, so we are done with that exercise. Let us now move on to shading. Yeah, so you remember shading the brace, one side, darken one side and highlight the other. There is no need to add graphite on the ink portions, so just adding graphite on the white sections on one side. Yeah, so simple shading, just that the center line looks like a bend when we shade it in this way. You can also shade it under these lines, that will also look nice. That's one more way of shading your brace, that is under these lines. Yeah, so try doing that also. Then we'll not shade Diva Dance individually, we will just highlight, shade this section as a whole, create that pillow effect, highlight the center. Yeah, so simple shading here. Circuital again gives you a different opportunity to shade because you have that circle, so you can always, as I showed you, show these arcs as a enclosing the circle. Yeah, so you have different shading opportunities if you draw it the traditional way. I deviated from that, so I am shading it differently. Yeah, so if you want you can highlight these ends. And then on this line, the main grid line and the ends like this. Yeah, so first the grid lines and then the ends. And the last one. Yeah, so let us now blend. So I'm going to just take this on one side. Yeah. Yeah. And then this section, so you have to blend but not too much. Leave the center white. Yeah, like this, so that it looks like Diva Dance is inside, because the dark ends would recede and that's how the center would pop up. Yeah, and the last one. Yeah, that's about it. And then we move on to our, so again, blend but don't blend too much. Leave this white highlight. Yes, so although I'm blending on both sides, but I'm making sure that I leave the center white so that the lines kind of curl up. Yeah, so you shade nicely and you get the 3D effect pretty visible on your tile. So have that patience and give that time to shading. Yeah, so now the last but not the least is the chalk. So add some chalk on one side. Yeah, and the center. Yeah, a little here on the white section, but you may or may not do this. The highlight is already there, just that it adds a little more. Yeah, so use a different blending stump and just soften this white chalk that you have put on your brace. I think we are done. So I'm just going to add a little more black around here just to highlight the overlap. Yeah, that's about it. That's our tile for today. Yes. So I'm now going to close my session here. Put my chop. Yeah. Sign and date my tile. Today I think is 21st of October 21. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Do consider the membership, and I'll meet you again with another new Zentangle original. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye. Stay safe.